I think one thing is built on top of the other, right, over a period of time, and I think a lot of it is the power of compounding and getting loose connections between all of these actually. So I feel that each of these add up to the whole and they blend into each other. So early on in my career, like many years ago, I sort of had this insight that every time I went for a vacation and switched myself off, I found some insight coming to me, which I would take back to the workplace. And then over time, I started picking up hobbies like photography, and I started doing photography, and I realized that something artistic is something you can connect back to how you make TV commercials, for example. This is in the good old days when I was not working on digital, and TV commercials was the center of my life. But being able to connect these things, I realized that the more loose connections that you can form, because the world is an interconnected place. And I think a lot of times we just bucket ourselves into unnecessary silos, right? Like this person is a digital person and that person is not a digital person. Or this person is from marketing and that person is from sales. Or, you're a supply chain person or you're a banker. But the truth is, we are all very complex people. Human beings are all very complex. They have many skills. And I think, building a skill stack and mixing all these things together leads to better outcomes. Because if you see in a way, all these things, early stage VC investing and angel investing are connected. Later stage advisory is the same company which goes through these phases. Running an operation or a multi-billion-dollar operation is just a later stage, because that multi-billion-dollar operation at some point of time needed an angel to invest in it. So it's the life cycle of the business is the way I would look at it. There are different ways of doing it. So, for example, if most of your day job is to run a very big operation in many countries, if you just keep doing that and don't look at anything else, you probably will not be able to look at something early stage or something sub $1 million. But that is as exciting. So trying to find a way to blend that in is a good thing. Also, I think at the end of every 6 months or a year, I sit and try and reflect on what I'm doing and what I can do in the future. And also basically fire myself at the end of the year and say, like, you're fired from the job. What is a better job for the next year? And have a discussion, with my manager and go through here. This could be very interesting. This could add a lot of value to what we're doing and build something of significance. And, a lot of it has stacked up over the years. And one thing has led to another. So it hasn't been a planned route, and there hasn't been like a 5-year plan that in year 1 you'll do this, in year 2 you'll do that, in year 3 you'll do this. But as things develop, you discover new things and new angles and new adjacencies.